To see ground turned over or plowed to us is kind of a sin. It's just not what we do. The farm's been doing no-till and regenerative type practices since the 70s. You know, part of it is because we see the benefits of no-till, and part of it is because we, live on a road called Rocktown Lamberville Road, and we would spend more time picking up rocks than we would anything else.
I'm Robert Fulper. We're here at Fulper Farms with my son RJ. Soil erosion is really a big concern. We want to make sure that we control our topsoil, protect our topsoil, because this whole world survives on this layer of topsoil. When you're tilling, you're constantly breaking the structure down, then you're trying to loosen it up to plant it, and then you start the process every year. And every time you break it down and try to work it again, you kill off the earthworm, you take all the burrows out and all that kind of thing. So it's a lot more to it, and we've learned this, and I've learned this in the last 5 years, how big regenerative agriculture is.
You always want to keep living roots in the ground, stuff growing, even when you don't have your cash crop in the ground, whether it's wheat, corn, or soybeans, or whatever people are growing around here. The end goal is to keep a full, living system going on. So with this on-farm trial, we started roller crimping, which just lays down the cover crop as you're planting and crimps it, and supposed to terminate the cover crop. To have backing behind it with research and some money towards it too definitely helps, because it's a lot of investment to get in to do these practices.
The cover crops, when you plant through them, they lay down, they form a blanket that protects the soil, protects evaporation and things through the season. This year with the dry weather, that our crops did better than we ever would have expected they would have done.
I had a little damage crimping the beans, but it actually turned out in the end the yields were fairly even again. With the drought, maybe it's because there was that extra thatch that kept the soybeans growing a little longer. If the yield is even every year and it was all the same, I would still pick the cover crop and plant in green, because you're going to get the long-term benefits out of it. It might not give you a yield this year, it might give you a yield next year. You're building the soil up.
There's definitely a big push, even across the whole country, into no-till, regenerative agriculture. People starting to understand how the soil works. It's alive, and you need to take care of it. So it's really coming on strong. In the long run, once you can figure the system out, whether it's crimping it or just a different kind of a cover crop that works better for you, that's all part of the puzzle.
If you want to keep feeding a growing world, you have to conserve the topsoil, because you don't make more unless we have a couple 100,000 years to wait for more to make itself. And that doesn't mean everyone has to stop tillage today and there has to be mandates that you can't till. I think there's enough information out there that people are starting to realize that you have to conserve what you have, because you only have so much of it.